Good afternoon. I'd like to call this meeting of the Executive Committee of the Board of Trustees of the University of New York to order. We have two items to consider. We will take them up separately, and I'd like to ask the Chancellor if he cares to introduce action item 1A.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As background, about 2 years ago, we established an enrollment management group here at the City University of New York, headed by Dean Robert Tatchik. As part of that effort to reform the way in which we engage students that are thinking about the university, we have established a whole set of protocols and a new way of conducting business. As part of that, we are anxious to acquire a web-based, fully hosted communication and customer relationship management, student application, and enrollment services from a vendor, Hobson. This would be a proprietary software package, sole source at about $3 million for the first 4 years of their use. The purpose of this piece of software is to really engage at a very early stage students who are interested or express interest in the City University of New York, and based upon their interest and their background, this information would be fed into the system and then have an immediate communication channel to that system, to that student. When the student comes back for further questions and further application information, the system will digest that and really sort of almost like an artificial intelligence kind of effort, which would be a very, very major move for this university. This kind of system is fully implemented at most universities around the United States, and this is really just bringing us more into the 21st century. So I strongly recommend this to the board.
Before I ask for questions, I'll move the adoption of Resolution 1A. You have it on paper before you, therefore I don't need to read it. May I have a second?
Second.
Questions? Yes.
Will this be compatible with the software that CUNY is purchasing for ERP?
This is a standalone system.
Standalone, so it won't interface.
But it will. That we will have. It will phase into the ERP system.
Further questions? Comments? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstentions? That carries. We'll turn next to item 1B. Mr. Chancellor, anything by way of introduction?
Yeah, as our efforts under the leadership of Vice Chancellor Ernesto Malave, as we developed the compact over the past several years, we've been able to generate some dollars of non-inconsequential amount for our efforts to start supporting the Decade of Sciences at the City University of New York. The $7 million in question here is an appropriation of money that has been distributed to a group of our campuses that have active researchers. The decisions as to where the dollars would go was a result of very detailed analysis of the needs of these institutions and engagements with the president, the deans of science, deans of faculty, the provost, whatever the appropriate title is at the institution in question. With that particular set of discussions, decisions were made by the faculties in the sciences at each of these institutions. So this is one of these good news efforts, but in order to expedite the contracting purposes, we need to come forward to you to have this omnibus effort, and that's what this resolution does.
I'll move Resolution 1B, which you have before you. May I have a second?
Second.
Questions or discussions? Manfred?
It is good news to hear about the monies allocated to scientific equipment. Could we know which campuses are involved?
Yes, let me tell you what they are. I can give you the the names of the equipment, but I must add a full disclosure, say I haven't a clue what these pieces of equipment do. But at Brooklyn College, there will be $1 million. At City College, $1.54 million. Hunter, $1.47 million. Lehman, $550,000. Queens, $1 million. John Jay, $260,000. And York, $200,000, for a total of slightly over $6 million. And I have this. I'll just distribute it.
Very good. Thank you.
Further questions, comments?
We also have asked campuses to make this equipment available to faculty across the university. So all faculty who are engaged in high-level research will have access to the equipment.
Thank you. You ready? All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Abstentions? That carries. And I believe those are the only two items before us in this executive committee meeting, which is adjourned.
Very good.
I said 15 minutes. We were able to get it done in 8.